Greetings and salutation, beautiful people. This is Learn This Life with Kai, and I am so grateful that you are here with me today. I got something exciting in the mail today. Yay! I was so excited. And I almost immediately after opening it, I said, before this passport expires, I want every page to be filled with stamps. That is my goal. That is my dream. That is what I'm working towards with this passport. And that one sentence turned into one of the most interesting conversations I've had in a while. And when I say in a while, this week, because I have a lot of interesting conversations, but this one tops the week and we're only on Tuesday. My parents immediately started talking about safety, different countries, different dangers, things that could happen. Meanwhile, I was thinking about possibility, adventure, different cultures, different people, experiences I've never had before. Neither perspective was wrong. You know, they love me, they want me to be safe, they have their own experiences, their own knowledge and wisdom based on travel, because both of them actually have been working in fields that deal with heavy travel. And I wasn't simply ignoring safety. I was simply excited by what this little book represented. It represented possibilities to me. That is where I was at. The conversation made me ask a bigger question. When life opens a new door, why do some people instinctively see possibility while others instinctively see danger? And I think astrology gives us a beautiful way to explore that question. It put me in the energy and the mindset of Sagittarius energy. When people think about Sagittarius, travel is often one of the things that comes to mind. And while travel can absolutely be one expression of Sagittarius, I don't think travel is the lesson. I think it's one of the ways the lesson expresses itself. To me, Sagittarius is about expansion. Expansion of your experiences, expansion of your beliefs, expansion of your understanding, expansion of your perspective, expansion of what you believe is actually possible. Sometimes that expansion happens because you travel halfway across the world. Sometimes it happens because you read a book that completely changes your life. Sometimes it's one conversation, one class, one friendship, one opportunity. One yes that you almost didn't say. Travel is simply one doorway. Expansion is the invitation. Think about all of the moments in life where something unfamiliar appears. A passport, a new city, a new relationship, a career opportunity, and learning a language, moving somewhere new, meeting someone whose life looks completely different than yours. Some people immediately think, what could go right? Others immediately think, what could go wrong? Neither response is bad. Both are information because they're revealing something much deeper. They're revealing your relationship with uncertainty. And that relationship can develop through your personal experiences, traumas. It could develop through other people's impressions and knowledge that you've absorbed over time and has been passed down to you. Maybe it's not even your own. It's just something that you've taken from someone else. Or maybe it is your own through your own experience. That information, those impressions come from you living your life. Sagittarius energy helps you identify where in life that lesson is looking to show you to expand that belief, to see what is yours and what isn't yours, or where you're meant to maybe potentially grow past a belief in whatever direction that is meant to be. Sagittarius energy really reveals your relationship with uncertainty. That's why I don't think Sagittarius is asking, will you travel? I think Sagittarius is asking a deeper question. At least one of the questions. How do you meet the unknown, the horizon? Think about the representation of Sagittarius. You know, it's the archer holding the arrow, shooting the arrow to the unknown, pointing in the direction of possibility. Because the unknown isn't only found on airplanes, through travel, through what you would need a passport for. It's found every single time life invites you somewhere you've never been before. Here's where I think astrology becomes really practical. Instead of asking, what is Sagittarius going to make happen? That's very predictive, right? Remember, I personally believe that in this life, energy is an invitation, but you still have choice. You get to choose to show up for that invitation or ignore it. What is Sagittarius inviting me to experience? That's a wonderful question to look at your chart and see. Go find Sagittarius in your natal chart. Don't worry about interpreting the whole thing. Just ask a few questions. What house does Sagittarius fall in? The house tells you where life may continually invite you to expand. Then ask, are there any planets in that house? The planets tell you what is participating in that invitation. Then look at the aspects. The conversations that aspects are having between planets change how the expansion feels, changes how it is interacting. Maybe your chart naturally approaches exploration with optimism. Maybe it approaches it cautiously. Maybe it's excited, but hesitant. Maybe it wants to prepare first. Maybe it jumps first and figures out later. None of those are wrong in the way that it expresses. They're simply different ways of meeting the unknown. That's the invitation your chart is helping you to become aware of. Really, what astrology can give you the gift of is awareness. Awareness of how you're consciously expressing, either how you're naturally doing it and you didn't even realize, or how maybe you can try to do it and that's more natural to you and you've been moving unnaturally before. This is all a game, so you might as well try out different ways to play it. See if you're in alignment with yourself. The best way to do it is to explore it, experience it. Ask yourself the questions, test the theory. When I look at my own chart, the conversation makes so much sense when I look at it this way. I have Venus in the 9th house in my whole sign system. This year, my solar return has a Sagittarius rising. When I look at these layers together, I don't see astrology telling me you're definitely moving overseas. I see astrology continuously inviting me towards expansion, towards learning, towards different culture, towards different perspectives, towards experiences to help me become more of myself. That's why receiving the passport today felt so meaningful to me. Not because I already know where I'm going, but because it represents possibility. It's an invitation, not a prediction. One thing I realized after talking with my parents, we aren't actually disagreeing. We're simply looking through different lenses. They were looking through the lens of protection based upon their experiences and the way that they view the world. I was looking through possibility, the way that I view the world and the perceptions that I have in my life and my experiences. And both of those ways matter because wisdom isn't reckless, but wisdom also isn't fear. Sometimes our perceptions are led based upon fear, based upon what we've experienced, and we all have our own experiences that are kind of adding to why we might have a potential way of viewing the world or perceiving the world, right? Neither one is right nor wrong. It's just our own experiences. I have learned that wisdom doesn't come from being afraid or fearful. It doesn't mean that I'm reckless, but I just don't come from the standpoint of fear. To be honest, how you view that is how you view that. I am not going to sit here and say that you shouldn't be afraid. I have my own personal views on that and what fear does to the soul in myself, but who am I to tell you how you should live? I choose to live from love and not fear, but you choose to live however you want to live. Try it out. See what works for you. No one can live your life better than you. It's your life, your experiences. No matter what I'm telling you, I don't know your story. I don't know what you've gone through. I don't know what your trauma, your experiences, your life has been like. Your processing, that's you. Live that. If something that I say inspires you, try that out. See if that works for you. This is your chance. This is your chance to express and experience the world. Do it your way. If it doesn't feel good, maybe try other methods. See if those feel good. See if they make you feel more aligned and more joyful in this life. If joy is what you choose. For me, joy, peace, I love that. I love that frequency. I'm always going to try to find joy and peace. But you don't have to. And your way of living isn't wrong. I just went on a tangent. That's why I write scripts, so I don't go too crazy, but I like to waffle. In my opinion, back to wisdom. Real wisdom for myself is learning how to prepare, not because of fear, without allowing preparation to become paralysis. The goal is not to ignore danger. I'm not out here, in my personal opinion, reckless. The goal isn't to ignore opportunity even. I'm learning to hold both at the same time, to understand that there are infinite possibilities in the world. Anything can happen. When you go out into the world, you are opening yourself up to more possibilities just out of probability. Nothing changes the fact that probability exists. It's just, that is a true natural reality. There will be more things that happen to you when you leave your home than if you don't leave your home. But it doesn't mean that staying in your home just makes it so that nothing is going to happen. You're just decreasing your probability that something can happen. But you're also decreasing the probability that something beneficial can happen too. So you have to ask yourself if it's worth the chance. And that is where choice comes in. How you go about that choice and living and experience, that's your perception. That's what you're bringing vibrationally out to the world. But that's up to you to decide. And looking at the astrology chart, looking at what's going on with your Sagittarius house and that energy, can ask yourself a few questions. Okay, I see I have a square, with Saturn energy affecting a planet that's in my Sagittarius house. How is that affecting the way that you expand and explore? Ask yourself, does this fit? Does this track? Am I like that? Is this natural? Do I want to improve that? This is the gift that the stars give you to explore your life. Navigate it. But you must learn to read your map, learn to live your life, and ask yourself how you're living. For me, the goal is learning how to hold both at the same time, which I said, and this feels like a very Sagittarius lesson to me, which is so funny too, because today, when I even was encountering a conversation with someone at a store, I started talking to them and we started talking about Sagittarian energy, and they turned out to be a Sagittarius. So Sagittarius energy is extremely present in my life today. And I wanted to share what it awakened and thoughts to me, because it let me think about how I approach life. And I wonder if you want to ask yourself the same thing, and ask yourself if the way that you're approaching life feels good to you, or if it doesn't. And if it doesn't, there are things you can do to move yourself towards what actually feels good by asking yourself questions. But no one can tell you what is supposed to feel good. You know that for yourself. So here's what I would love for you to do after watching this video. Pull up your natal chart. Find Sagittarius. Then ask yourself these questions. Where is life continuously inviting me to expand? Look up that house. Wherever Sagittarius, what house it falls into, that could be where life constantly is bringing you invitations to expand. Ask yourself, do you find this coming up in your life? How do I naturally respond when life opens a new door? What is your frequency? I was watching a video the other day talking about your frequency. What is your own frequency? And does my frequency need to be readjusted? Because a lot of times you can catch a frequency based on the environment that you lived in or the programming that you have. Ask yourself if it aligns to what you want. Check your frequency first. Quick way to do that is to see where you stand right when you wake up in the morning. Do you initially go into the energy of optimism, pessimism? Is that a word? Being pessimistic? Check your frequency. What's your vibe like? That's what you're leading everything with in this life. Do I instinctively move towards curiosity or caution? Neither is right or wrong. Just ask yourself, because that can also help you with making decisions and seeing how you move, and then how you move with other people, because then you'll notice, okay, I might be more cautious and this one might be more curious. Neither one is right or wrong, but maybe when I do something and someone who is a more curious person is talking to me and trying to give their ideas, ask myself, am I curious in the same way, or am I more cautious? Then you don't have to compare yourself in the way that that person is right and I'm wrong, or I'm right and that person's wrong. Just we're different. We approach life differently. And are there any planets there in my natal chart, Sagittarius house? Because those planets will start to show you energy that is being brought into that place. Wherever energy goes, attention flows. So the stars are a great way to bring your attention to something. What conversations are they having through their aspects? Planets that are in that house, is it aspecting anything else? If you don't have any planets in the house, what aspects is that house naturally, having with something else? If it's an empty house, look at the opposite house. There's automatically a natural opposition there. Automatically going to have certain energies that are happening. 120, there's going to be a natural trine happening with another house. Look at what the chart is telling you and ask yourself some questions. What kind of questions and answers you start having with yourself, just becoming aware of your own existence. Doesn't mean astrology is trying to tell you who you are. It is just trying to give you a language of expressing yourself to yourself. We are all experiencing consciousness. You just get to decide the level of participation that you're doing with that consciousness. You might discover that your invitation is nothing to do with international travel when it comes to Sagittarius. Maybe it's education, maybe it's spirituality, maybe it's different cultures, maybe teaching, maybe writing, maybe it's your beliefs. Maybe it's simply becoming the version of yourself that's willing to leave what's familiar. Because I don't think astrology is trying to tell us exactly what's going to happen. I think it's showing us the invitations life keeps placing in front of us. And once you start looking for invitations instead of predictions, astrology stops feeling like a script someone else wrote. It starts becoming a conversation with yourself. And when you really get into it, you can take this further than looking at Sagittarius in your natal chart. Look at where your progress chart is showing the Sagittarius energy. What has moved into that energy? Look at transits. What is transiting your Sagittarius energy? Remember, layers start happening, and all those layers are doing is adding more options, more ways to explore. This life is such a fun game once you learn how to play your version. Play it your way. This has been a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this topic. If you have any questions, comments, your own experiences with Sagittarius energy, put it in the comments. Share how Sagittarius affects and moves through your life, or just how you feel. Communication and expression is a wonderful way to give us inspiration here. And there is nothing better to be inspired to become even more yourself. So, like the video if you enjoyed that, subscribe to my channel if you like just exploring the world. I really am grateful that you have been here, spent a little bit of time on my corner of the internet. I love you. Live with love, you guys.